Hey, sorry for the delay. I was 6 minutes late. I apologize. I know your time is valuable, and hope everyone is doing awesome and having an amazing Monday. Did you guys have a good weekend? So let me just pull this up on my phone really quick, so that I can make sure I'm monitoring your comments. So, hey, what's up, Russ, Steve? And it says two other people. I don't know who it is. Oh, I see Dave Williams. What's up, dude? How the heck are you? And Mike Hurley. Oh, it's a good day to be alive, isn't it? Excuse me. Let me just grab something really quick before I jump totally in, so that I can make sure I've got everything that I need. That's why there were a couple things I was just trying to get into my system so that I could have them for the live. So bear with me for 5-10 more seconds. Ding. How's everyone's weekend? Well, it was the weekend. How was everyone's weekend? And I hope that you're all having an amazing day. So Russ, he's on. Thanks for joining, brother. My buddy Mike Hurley, what's up, dude? Steve Bartetsko, the man, the bowtie Steve, and Ben Ebig is up. What is up? He's on, and Dave Williams. Oh, we've got a great group of people here. And Aaron is in the house. So, and Don Jose, you just hopped on. Thanks for joining. If you are here live, you know the drill. Hashtag live. If you come on the replay, do hashtag replay. So today, you guys, I'm super excited. I'm launching and introducing to the world. Oh, cool. Steve's got the same shirt on. I am launching to the world Facebook Live Secrets, and I just wanted to talk to you guys about it and all that good stuff. So without any further ado, shall we jump in? What do you guys think? If you are ready for this, let's get those emojis flowing. Here we go. Okay, it's the day that we've all been waiting for. I know you guys have been waiting for it because I've had some people, getting on my case and asking me when it's going to happen. And I'm excited because I have been working my butt off, you guys, getting this ready for today for you guys. So, oh my gosh, Elena is on. Ben is on. We've got so many awesome people on. Elena, thanks for joining and being here. Super excited that you're here. So, today I am launching and releasing to the world Facebook Live Secrets. So I think for today, if you guys, are you okay if I have my little Friendly Giant Films logo right there? Or are you okay if we do something for the occasion that's a little bit different? Are you guys cool with that? If you are, let me know and we will proceed. Okay, so here we go. Today, I am unleashing a new program that has been almost a year and a half in the making. I had been building it unintentionally, and it jumped up and slapped me in the face like 3 weeks ago. I was with my buddy Aaron Stewart, and today we're going to talk about what that is, and it is Facebook Live Secrets. Ooh, look at that. Isn't that so cool? That's what we're talking about today. So, Dawn is ready to rock and roll. I'm ready to rock and roll also. So, I want to talk about Facebook Live Secrets. First of all, I'm just going to explain to you guys really quickly, like what in the world it actually is, and then talk about how it came about and why you guys are the beneficiaries of all of this. Okay, so. Yes, Aaron is causing magic, and I will talk about that here in just a second. So, I've talked about this in some of my previous lives, but like last year, I had huge growth in my business. and it was just a lot of fun to build something completely from scratch, from the ground up. And I was able to meet lots of amazing people through this. Like all of you that are on this right now, a lot of you I met last year. Some of you are newer friends, but I met a lot of you last year, and it was super exciting and just life-changing to meet amazing people. Now, with my business, I have, Friendly Giant Films, which is, my production company. I focus on my storytelling and video stuff, through there. And I was sitting there like, I had hired a coach, because every successful entrepreneur that I've ever met has had a coach, has hired a coach, or coaches, or has had different coaches along the way. They've not gone on the road by themselves, right? And so I followed suit because I wanted to be a successful entrepreneur, so I hired a coach. And it was actually a team of coaches. It was Russell Brunson, Julie Stoyan, John Parks, James P. Friel, Stephen Larson, and Alex Sharfin in the 2 Comma Club X coaching program, right? And so I started learning and being intentional with the things that I was doing. And for every single person who is an entrepreneur, especially in the digital marketing space and people who are trying to grow their businesses online, we get told by lots of different people. Tony Robbins says this, Russell Brunson says this, all these kinds of people talk about how if you want to grow your business, you need to publish and get your message out there. So I did it. I posted on Facebook every day. I went on Instagram and posted, photos and inspirational things and all that kind of stuff. And I also created an amazing video for my website, for my funnel that went on YouTube and all that kind of stuff talking about my business. So I started publishing and doing this, and I got some results, right? I got some good clients. People got qualified, all of these kinds of things, and they got to learn more about me and what I do. Now, I was kind of stuck though. I was doing this and I was getting, a follow here, a like there, some comments, stuff like that. But I wasn't getting anything really big in terms of growth or response and engagement. So one day, I remember it was in February 2018, should I show it? It's like almost 4 minutes long. I don't know. You let me know in the comments if you want to see it. I did a Facebook Live. It was my first ever Facebook Live. Thanks for hopping on, Jay. I'm sorry, I'm getting in the zone. So if you have questions or things like that, hold them till the end. Talk amongst yourselves, throw comments and stuff like that. But I'm in full on story mode here. But so I went on Facebook Live and I did my first ever Facebook Live. I set my MacBook Pro up on the kitchen table and I just went live to test it, see what it was like, because I hadn't done a Facebook Live from my laptop before. And so I did it, and I talked about SpaceX. You guys know SpaceX? I love I love watching those things. It's like seriously amazing to watch what they do. But SpaceX launched the first Falcon Heavy rocket, and they actually sent a Tesla Roadster on orbit to Mars, right? If you guys have seen that, if you saw that, let me know in the comments or give me some likes and hearts there for it. It was so cool to watch, like the rockets take off and then the boosters detach and then they came back and they landed like upright on a landing pad at like the exact same time. It was insane. Oh, it was it was so cool. And so I went on and did a Facebook Live. What's up, Nate? Did a Facebook Live to talk about just that. Just that was the thing that I was going to test. And so it was a little over 3 minutes long, and I did my thing, right? And okay, I'm gonna. Do you guys want to see it? Aaron says yes. I'll show it. It's 3 minutes, really quick. If you guys want to, if I see a couple more yeses in the comments, then I will. That was weird. I didn't mean to change my camera. I will add it, right? But oh, cool. Nate saw he's down in that area, right? Super cool. So yeah, let me pull it up for you really quick. Video file. Where is it? Sorry, I this was working on the fly here. Was not planned. Where was it? Okay. Okay, here we go. I'm going to show you guys the first Facebook Live. Here we go. Where did it go? Oh my goodness. Silliness. Where is it? What the heck, you guys? Oh, geesh. Hold on, I set my source to the wrong thing. Sorry. Okay, here we go. We're going to switch it to this. Video file. Sorry. Okay. Okay, never mind. We're gonna scrap that. We're gonna scrap that because okay, we're scrapping that idea because it's I didn't bring it in early enough, and so okay, we're having some fun things, but this is all the fun of Facebook Live. Anyway. I went live on Facebook Live. I hope you're still with me. If you're still here, let me know. Krista, what's up? Juan, what's up? Angie, good to have you guys, ladies and gentlemen, on. So, gotta love when you have technical difficulties. Even when I'm super polished and I've done this a bunch of times, I still make mistakes. Right? So, Facebook Live, I went and I did that first one talking about the SpaceX launch. And it was super fun and super exciting. And guess what? Nobody watched it. Actually, I had like 3 people hop on, but one was like one of my neighbors, and like, you know, I didn't announce it. I was just trying something and a couple people hopped on. But, you know, it wasn't anything, it just wasn't anything special. I think it only got like, a couple of views for real. And guess what? I was hooked. I loved it. Even though nobody watched and all that kind of stuff, I decided, I'm going to do this every day. I'm going to do a live every day. So I went live from my laptop in the kitchen. I used my phone to go live and all those kinds of things. How many of you guys have gone live on Facebook and had an exciting time? Or how many times have you gone live and nobody watched? If you've gone live, let me know in the comments. Throw me some reactions and emojis, right? It's super fun. And I know that I'm different from a lot of people in that I'm not nervous to speak in front of people. Going on camera is not a big deal. I've acted on stage, I've acted on screen, I've acted wearing a dress and an Elvira wig with the beard in a like a viral humor comedy commercial for a company called Dollar Maxi Pad Club, right? So going in front of a camera is not an issue for me. And I know some of you are just like, oh, you'd rather do anything else than look at a camera, or because you feel like you look weird, or you don't know what to do with your hands, so you do this, or you clam up, or you're uncomfortable, right? I have not had that problem, but I understand it, right? Aaron says terrifying. I don't know whether that's the idea of going live, or because I was in that commercial and dressed gross like a lady, right? But Jay says that he's gone live many times for personal and for business, right? Going live on Facebook has become normal and is the thing that a lot of people do. Like if you go on vacation or you're doing something fun, people usually will do a Facebook Live and show all that kind of stuff, right? And just to give those behind the scenes looks. And it's super fun, but it can be intimidating because just like Aaron says, live audiences are great. Video is brutal. right? So Facebook Live is combining the brutal with the great, right? Because I get interaction. This is the fun thing. Like the lives, I get to see your comments. I can see who's on, who's interacting, who's giving hearts and emojis and things like that. But also, people are mean sometimes. Now, I haven't had somebody come into one of my lives, a hater, and start bashing on me yet. No, I've had people tell me to get lost in not so nice of words. I've had people unsubscribe or leave or unfriend or all that kind of stuff. It happens, right, when you're publishing, and it's scary. But I started going intentionally live every day. So I set an intention, right? I had a purpose. And it was to go live. Now, I started just going live for the sake of going live, to get in the habit. But soon I started to add that intention to the other things that I was doing in the live, as opposed to saying, I'm going to go live every day. And I started doing that. Now it's like, I'm going to go live every day and I'm going to talk about this. I started picking topics and things to talk about. And I know that's another thing that a lot of you guys worry about, that you'll run out of stuff to talk about. Or what do I want to talk about? So I understand that you're afraid, intimidated of being on camera. You're not confident in front of it. I understand that you are unsure you'll know what to even talk about, or how much to talk about, or how many times do I repeat this story in order for it to be, that kind of thing, right? And it's one of those things that, like, as I became intentional and started thinking and paying attention to what was going on in the world, in my community, in real life and digitally online, the communities that I was a part of, I started to understand and figure out the things that I could talk about, and it got more and more comfortable. And I've done hundreds of Facebook Lives, you guys. It's been almost a year and a half of going live almost every day. And I've gone on other people's lives. I've been a guest on those. I've been a presenter on Facebook or on live summits that used Facebook Live as the delivery. I've seen Facebook Live used in lots of different ways. And I have personally been involved in hundreds of Facebook Lives in the last year, almost year and a half. And so in every single one, I delivered a message, and it wasn't just waffling and making stuff up as I went along all the time, right? I shared a story. I'll share a story in a minute about being intentional and having the intention, and how getting in the habit and all those kinds of things make a difference in going live. But then it just is a progression. So again, I was comfortable. I was confident about being on camera, but then I also was intentional in the messaging, and I never ran out of things to talk about. The other thing I know that you guys worry about, and it's a big one. It's a big hurdle to overcome mentally, emotionally, psychologically for us, is I don't have a big audience. Nobody's gonna listen. My first Facebook Live, like I said, there was like 1 or 2 people on it, right? It was unannounced. It was off the cuff, like all that kind of stuff. And nobody showed up, and nobody watched the replay either, right? So my message and the thing to you is, like, if you think that you don't have an audience, or that people aren't going to care, or that you need to get to a certain level of having 500 followers or 1,000 followers or 10,000 or whatever before you start to share your message and publish, do you think that you're going to ever get there if you wait? And what if you eventually do get there? Are you going to actually do it? Probably not. I'm just being real here, because when we say, oh, I'll go live once I lose these last 20 pounds, then people will listen to what I have to say, right? Or I'll wait until I have 500 followers. I only have 3 at the moment. When I have 500, then I'll feel comfortable sharing my message with people. Steve, he remembers the early videos of mine. And thanks for saying they were great. That's awesome. I appreciate it. And Laura, hang on, because I will address your question. Facebook Lives are awesome. How do you get the comments on the screen? That I will talk about that here in just a minute. Okay? So I went and was intentional. I was comfortable, But I also didn't have anybody when I started. Like, I started my entrepreneurial journey with absolutely zero street cred. Okay, I started a video production company without actually having a video camera of my own to use. And I started going out and getting clients. And then I was like, crap, I need a camera. And I was able to borrow one from my dad until I had earned and saved up enough money to buy the camera that I'm using that's doing this Facebook Live. It's amazing that this little camera, the things that we have seen and the journeys that we've gone on and the stories that we have told together, is super fun. But I didn't have a following. I got into film and I worked on 13 feature films and 2 TV series and tons of commercials and shooting news as a freelance photojournalist, right? And I built a reputation in that area. But then when I finally was like, you know what? I've been working my butt off and I need to get back to helping people the way that I want to. And so I took the things that I learned in film and TV and commercials and news and started applying them to my business. I was absolutely a no-name, nobody in the entrepreneurial world. This time last year, like, let's see, it's June. I was starting to make a name of myself around this time last year. But seriously, I was starting from the very, very, very bottom of the barrel, you guys. So I was publishing and telling stories and going live on Facebook with nobody to listen. Okay. And I want to tell you, I'll just share this little story experience I had with you. And I know I've shared this before, so some of you have heard it before. Others, this will be your first time hearing it. But so there are days, like I said, when I was intentional, I never ran out of things to talk about, right? There are days still, even up to this day, today I knew what I was talking about, where I'm just like, I don't know what to talk about. But I've done hundreds. I've gotten the repetition and in the habit of going live and sharing and giving value and doing all these things. And I knew I needed to go live because I was in that habit. It was just like if you go to the gym all the time, every day, or you have your routine. If something happens and you're either late or you miss a day, like, you feel it, right? Sometimes it's a physiological, that's the word I think I was searching for. Is that even a real word? Reaction. And then other times you just feel it on a spiritual level, right? And I just knew I needed to go live, but I didn't know what to talk about. And so I've only had to do this a couple of times, but I went on faith. I was just like, I'm just going to immediately download. What comes in is going out, right? I'll scrub it through the filter, and that kind of thing. But so I did that, and I went live, and the message was about how when things are trying or challenging, when things are tough, to just keep going, just keep taking steps and all that kind of stuff. And eventually it's going to get better. You're going to have the breakthrough or reach the success that you were hoping for, all that kind of stuff. And it got its normal, likes and comments and the views and things like that. But it was a half an hour afterwards that I was sitting at my laptop working, and I got a message on Facebook Messenger. And it was a message that I'll never forget. And it was from this young lady who was a former neighbor, kind of neighbor. We lived in the same area. We knew each other through church. We didn't live in the same exact neighborhood, but we saw each other at activities and things like that, right? And she was a member of the same congregation, but a different ward is what we call it, right? In our church. And so I knew her. We'd never interacted on social media ever before. And we had never hung out outside of activities that we had at church that were 5 years in the past. Now, she was pregnant with her first child and was recently married, and she had found out that her husband was not the man that she thought he was. And so she sent me this message saying, hey, I wanted to thank you for this live, and gave me the context saying things are really challenging. I'm in the process of getting a divorce. I'm pregnant. And the pregnancy was not going well. She had a lot of medical issues. I was in and out of the hospital and things like that. And on top of that, all of that, having her marriage falling apart, being pregnant, being sick and ill. Some of her family members, on top of that, were accusing her of faking it or trying to get attention, but it was a legitimate condition that she had. And so it was just so rough for her, and she actually talked about and shared with me that she was contemplating taking her life. And that was, I don't know, there's no words to express when somebody tells you that in real life, like that, and I don't know. I hope none of you have had that experience, but if you do, it's an odd emotional sensation that you feel when somebody tells you that. But here's the however. Nevertheless, right? My message that day, she told me, inspired her to just go another day and to keep going, and that eventually she wouldn't be sick anymore, that eventually her baby would be here, that she'd be out of that relationship, and that she would be happy and free. And it was my message that day that helped her decide and make that decision to keep going rather than quit. And it literally saved 2 lives. Now that's an extreme example. I hope I never have that happen again in my life. I'm glad it did, though. Because even when you don't think people are watching or listening, this is like, I'm kind of going deep into this whole section of like, being afraid to go live because you don't have an audience. But like, because I was intentional and I had got in the habit and I was confident in all those things, I was able to go live and have a huge impact. She didn't turn into a paid client, right? I didn't make any money from that at all. That doesn't matter, because the result that I got from it and the result that she got from it is worth way more than any dollar amount you could write on paper. So I understand what it's like to start or to be publishing and you don't think that people are listening. I promise you, like right now, it shows that there are 17 people on the live, right? And I thank you for the hearts. And Danny, thank you for that comment. There are people who will watch this today that I have no idea watched it, that are outside. I don't see a notification that says, Crystal, hey, Crystal's watching, right? Thanks, Crystal, for hopping on, right? I don't get those notifications when somebody rewatches it. I don't get those when somebody is just watching in the background and doesn't comment sometimes. I don't see it. I get lost, right? I don't see who gives me hearts. I don't see who doesn't give me hearts but still watches. But there are people who are watching, okay? And so it's just a huge thing, you guys, to be able to go live, to share. And it's great to also, when nobody's watching, even though people are, you just don't know it. When that number on your screen is small and it's a 0 or a 1 or a 2, would you rather test things out and figure things out and have technical difficulties like I had at the beginning of this one, to a small crowd or in front of a lot of people? Okay? So the last thing I know is like Facebook Live is what you see a lot of people, showing you, like you're looking at their phone and they're holding the phone like this, and we're looking up their nose and we're seeing their triple chins because they're looking down, all this kind of stuff, right? We see those all the time, and sometimes we attach that stigma that if I'm going to use Facebook Live for my business, how can I actually make money from it? Is there a way to actually monetize and get revenue from Facebook Live? That's the other secret that I discovered going through this last year and a half. That I can make money by, one, attracting the best clients to me through Facebook Lives. They get to know me, like those of you who have been watching and know me and on this, on all of this type of stuff, like, we know each other. You've got to know me really well over the last couple months, especially. And that, in turn, attracts the type of people that I want to work with. People who are willing to work with me or to hire me to have me coach them, that kind of stuff. right? And it's just one of those things that I started to get more clients. And not only just more, but the right kind of clients. And then that led to other partnerships and things where other companies would allow me to talk about some of their things and work deals out that way. And it's just like, it totally works, and you can make money from it. And you can make more money than you imagine, right? And so that's just four of like the key secrets or things that I learned. I learned that I could monetize my Facebook Lives. I could make money through that tool, through this tool that you're watching me through right now. I learned that there are people watching, that it doesn't matter the size of your audience, whether it's 0 or 5,000 or anything in between and above and beyond. There are people who are looking for your voice, who are looking for your products, for your services, for your message. Whether you know that they're there or not, they are, and they are searching and they want to partner with you. Okay? And then the other two things was that as I became intentional and direct and purposeful in my content, I started to have a lot of growth, and I never ran out of things to talk about. Okay? And then the last one is that I developed confidence. If you look at my first Facebook Live, that 3 minutes, it wasn't terrible, but everything that I've learned, when I look at that one versus this one, it's incredible, night and day difference. The way that my energy is, the way that I talk, the way the camera's positioned, all of that stuff has got better, and my confidence has grown that I can go and talk for hours at a time. We're 30 minutes in here to talk about things, and people listen. And they're engaged, and they're commenting, and they're giving hearts and emojis and likes and sharing and all of these things. Because I'm confident in myself, in my message, and what I'm putting out there, and it translates. Now, that's me, and I know that you can have the same, because I know that not everyone is like me and loves speaking in front of people, or is comfortable in front of a camera, or has got into the habit of going live, or has figured out and looked at how to make more money with their business using other tools. Not everyone has. And that's why I created this whole system, this Facebook Live Secrets system. I want to tell you about why. Danny, I just want to, my consistency is awesome. Thank you. And that's just because I get in the habit. And as I got in the habit, I started getting more people watching. I started getting more of the right people watching. And then they were relying on me to go live, right? And so because of that, I felt that obligation and that sense of service to make sure that I was there for them, and for you guys, right? And it's just awesome. And so this whole Facebook Live Secrets system has been developed over hundreds of Facebook Lives and over almost up to a year and a half of trial and error, and having hugely successful and widely shared and viewed lives, ones that got me lots of comments and led to business, and then ones that fell flat on their face and nobody watched or nobody commented, and it just didn't get any engagement. I have done and walked through all of that stuff and learned and put all my lessons together and the things that I have learned into a system so that you can avoid things. Does it mean you're going to go have it be spotless and perfect the whole time? No. You're going to learn. You're going to still make mistakes and tweaks and figure things out that fit your voice, because I don't want you to just parakeet and repeat what I say. I'm going to grab a drink really quick. First of all, is this making sense? Why I've developed this system. I thank you for the hearts. We're up to over 400. Let's see if we can get it to 1,000 by the time that this thing is over. Val Quickman, thanks for hopping on. So I've gone through all of this trial and error and all this stuff so that you guys don't have to. Again, I don't want you to be a parrot and repeat everything that I do exactly in my voice. I want it needs to be customized. When I worked in film, okay, if any of you are wanting to get into film production, you're going to start at the bottom of the totem pole, unless your dad or mom is a producer and they help you in, right? But you're going to start at the bottom, and that is as a production assistant. That's like, if if you're entry level, you're going to get a PA job, and it's not fun. It's long work and it's crappy pay, like $100, $125 for a 14-hour day, pretty much. And you basically, as a PA, there's the first assistant director who gets on the walkie and tells people when they're rolling, and you're listening. And when you hear the first AD on the radios go rolling, rolling, then you go, we're rolling! Or pictures up, pictures up! You become a parakeet. I do not want you to be that. Okay? I don't want you to be my PAs. I want you to become your own, what's the word? Maestro of your content. So I don't want you to just take what I teach you and just like blindly repeat it, but you need to customize it and be intentional with your business, with the people that you're trying to serve, and your personality, and amazing things will happen, right? So I'm going to pull up this page really quick. Let me know in the comments, are you guys jiving on this? Is this making sense to you guys? I want to just kind of walk through really quick. What is all going into this Facebook Live Secrets program for you guys? Are you guys cool if I tell you everything that's going to be inside? Is that cool with you guys? Let me just pull it up here. I'm just going to go to this. This will be faster. So Dave, he started as a camera cable guy. Oh my gosh. That, like, being a cable wrangler is super stressful, especially if you are, if it's like a dolly shot or something where the camera's moving, or like Steadicam and all that kind of stuff. It is like super stressful to make sure that you wrangle that stuff so that, one, you don't trip, and that number two, the camera operators and stuff don't trip, and then everyone just walking around as well. So it's crazy. So I'm going to walk you through this. I don't have like a slide that's going to pop all this up. Whoa, that was weird. I got like super sped up there for a second. So, okay, I'm going to have this right here so I can look at it. So if I glance over, I'm just looking at my notes, okay? So these are the things that are covered in the Facebook Live Secrets course, system, program, whatever you want to call it. I'm calling it a program because it's super cool. So before Jay talks about how all this is making perfect sense, he's been using live videos for his DJ shows for some time, and that's awesome. That's so cool, right? Lance uses it for his plumbing business, right? You can use it for any type of business, whether it's a service base, whether you're selling products and goods. What's up, Shaliza? I hope I pronounced that right. Good to have you on. So, in the Facebook Live Secrets program, these are the things that we are going to go over. We are going to go through the Facebook Live /revenue connection, how to monetize and make money using Facebook Lives, whether that's attracting more clients to actually like sponsorships or product deals and partnerships. Okay, so that is the first thing that we're going to dive into, and that is priceless, really. When you think about it, when you can take this free tool that we carry in our pockets all day and use it and leverage it through being strategic and intentional, we can make more money with it. It's amazing. The next thing that we are going to dive into in the Facebook Live Secrets is total Facebook Live mastery, complete mastery of Facebook Live using the tools and everything to do it. So we will go through using your phone, using the Facebook app or the Pages app to go live, and all the things that you can do for mobile and to maximize and do it. And that also includes making sure that you don't look like a triple-chinned nostril monster going into your lives doing this. How many of you guys have watched a live or maybe been guilty of doing a live where you were doing this, or the person was doing this, or their face is like taking up more than the whole screen and we're just like looking at their eyes and nose and mouth, right? If you have seen that, you know how off-putting it could be. And I'll show you the tips on how to position your phone and get everything ready so that you look good, but that you're confident in the way you look. And people are focusing on the message instead of all the nose hair that's hanging out, or the boogers in your nose, or how big the pores on your face are, right? So we'll go through that on the mobile side. We'll talk about how to use Facebook.com if you have a laptop, and how to all the stuff that goes into that, and all the technical side of it. We'll also go through a deep dive into software programs. And I forget, let me scroll up here really quick. It was Laura McPhee. If you're still on, this is addressing your question. We'll talk about the software programs that are available. We'll do a deep dive into what I use and how I use it to make my Facebook Lives more like a show, as opposed to just a talking head and that kind of stuff, to be able to bring up the engagement and all that kind of stuff. So you'll learn and master going live on your phone, on your laptop, and using software, whichever works for you. I know my buddy Lance is out in the field, so he can't set up in an office. He can't use the software, so he's going to learn how to master it using his phone and really understand how to make it like pop, right? So whatever your tools are, whatever you have available, you can make it work. Whether you're, again, going grassroots selfie style with the phone, to having a DSLR and a software program that throws comments like this up on the screen, right? Total Facebook Live mastery of the actual act of going live, okay? Let me see, looking at my notes. So also, this will go into the Facebook Live Mastery. We'll also be talking about how to go live when you're out on the road, if you're traveling. And then also, if you don't have like an office or someplace in your house, you're just like I was when I started, having to set up in the kitchen. Just things that you can do that will raise the production value and help you feel confident in all of those things. Okay, so that's Facebook Live Mastery. Next, we're going to dive deep into unlocking Facebook page secrets. It was funny. There was a post earlier today, and I was vocal, and I totally got on this person's case, because this person was saying, you shouldn't be going live from a Facebook page. It should be from your profile. And I'm telling you right now, this is something that we'll go into in the course, in the program and stuff. Go live from a page. If you are a business owner, not a hobbyist that likes to talk about squirrels in your yard, if you actually want to make money and get data, that is why you go live from a Facebook page. But unlocking the Facebook page secrets, we'll go through all of the data that you get, how to use it, how to leverage it, so you can actually know the exact days and times that you should go live that will attract and reach your audience. Okay, we're going to go way into it, and it's going to be super fun. So unlocking the Facebook Live or Facebook page secrets for that's the next thing. And next, we're going to go into the ultimate Facebook Live structure guide. That is where I will give you all of the stuff to actually build out what you talk about, or on your live, when to do this and how to do that and all the engagement things. We also will include a guide on a checklist, a pre-live checklist with a list of things to do every time before you go live, so that you're confident, you're prepared, and you're ready to rock and roll. Laura, that's so awesome. So she saw me bagging on that comment about Facebook Lives. Needing to go through a page instead of the thing, and that's why she's here. That's so cool. I love it. Glad that you're here. That's incredible. Wow, how it's amazing how that stuff happens. And so, just again, ultimate Facebook Live structure guide. Just like when to do this and that and that. Just like it's almost like an outline of what you talk about and when for any Facebook Live, whether that's a 5-minute or a 2-minute or a 20-minute or a 60-minute type of live. Okay, and again, that it will include my pre-live checklist, which is going to be awesome. Next, we're going to talk about how to be comfortable on camera. right? We talked about how people are self-conscious and worried and all that stuff. Then, being comfortable, when you're uncomfortable, when you're clammed up, when you're unsure, all that stuff, it translates to more than just the Facebook Live, like the way you deliver it, the content that you do, your perception and all that kind of stuff. So we will go through and help you understand and own being comfortable looking down the barrel of a lens. Like I'm looking at a big camera with a big lens stuck on it. And if I'm looking at my laptop right now, I'm looking at a green dot on a screen. If I'm looking at my phone, I don't know exactly where I'm looking because the camera's so small and hidden, right? There's just this tiny little circle. Is that where I look? Do I look at the picture? All that kind of stuff. Helping you be comfortable looking into the camera because you know that there's somebody or somebodies on the other end who are being impacted and receiving the message and the content that you're putting out there. And those are the people that you should be concerned about and all that kind of stuff. And again, that goes into our setting our intentions and being purposeful in our content as well. Okay? So, Danny says, take my money. She is ready. That is awesome. And oh my gosh, I just lost picture. Lost picture for a second. I think my battery died. Hold on 1 second. No, I'm just going to go through the rest of these. There's a couple more, and I'm going to show a video and then fix my camera issue. So, how to be comfortable on camera. So we're going to go through, let me just recap. We're going to go through the Facebook Live Revenue Connection, the Total Facebook Live Mastery, Unlocking Facebook Page Secrets, the Ultimate Facebook Live Structure Guide, and how to be comfortable on camera. Next, we will go into the Content Mind Map System. You know how I talked about how sometimes you're going to be like, I don't know what to talk about, right? I don't know what I should be talking about. This will help you come up with lots of ideas for those days when you might get stuck. And you'll look at it and be like, oh, perfect. Okay, let's go. And you won't have that worry about how in the heck, what am I going to talk about? All of that kind of stuff, okay? So, Facebook Live Revenue Connection, Total Facebook Live Mastery, Unlock the Facebook Page Secrets, the Ultimate Guide, Facebook Live Structure Guide, How to be Comfortable on Camera, and the Content Mind Map System. And then we're going to wrap that up with Perfect Facebook Live Setup Secrets. Okay? I have this cool office. Some of you have offices, some of you don't. We will go through all of the stuff to be able to help you get your office set up so that your background isn't distracting, so that things look good, and all that kind of stuff. We'll help you understand lighting, like you can see the lighting and stuff that I have, right? Whether you're actually using natural light. Right now, this is all natural light from Windows. Or I have LEDs set up to light if it's dark or things like that. We'll go through how to do that. We'll talk about how to position your camera, how to frame yourself and put yourself in the camera and all that kind of stuff. These are the things that we will go through that will help you stand out from the rest. If people are scrolling and they look at this, it looks different. It's good because it's well lit, all that kind of stuff, right? But with like this other setup that I have is incredible. And it looks different, and it's a screen stopper, right? And so we will go through all of that stuff and help you understand the psychology behind the way you're framed. If I'm like this, or if I'm just going to adjust, or if it's like this and I'm talking. How many of you guys have watched lives like this? Or if I'm like this. Like, there are reasons and psychology stuff that goes into framing, right? And it's just incredible. And so we'll go into all of those secrets and everything. Okay? And so that is the main curriculum. I'm throwing in a bonus right now where I'm going to put in my Friendly Giant storytelling framework secrets. It's a video that walks you through like the actual structure of stories. Because going live on Facebook is all about telling stories. Right? So I will give you, I'm throwing that in. That's a $300 value right there just for that one video that I'm putting in there. People have paid me that to get that video. And so I'm throwing that into the course because you're going to be doing a lot of storytelling in your Facebook Lives. So I want to give you some tools to really tighten up and work on those stories. What's up, Janine? Thanks for hopping on. Let me just check a comment really quick. Lance says this course is going to be awesome. That's cool. And just super, super exciting. So I have 2 early bird bonuses that are still, there are still a few of them available. For the first 25 people who buy the program, I'm throwing in these 2 things. There's less than 25 left. There are only a few left, so you want these as well. So early bird bonus number 1, I am going to give you a personal feedback video of a Facebook Live. So if you have done one, or as you go through and you're developing and you do some, you can send me one and I will give you a personalized video critique, giving you the breakdown on the setup, on the lighting, on the content, on the story, on the delivery, everything, and give you some ideas and thoughts on how to improve or what to really focus on. That way you have it to go forward and put it to work. So that's bonus number 1. And then bonus number 2 is 4 weeks of Voxer group coaching. I love the app Voxer. I have a group of people that I send a daily message to. For those 25, we'll have our own private group where I will send you a message of encouragement and things like that every day. And then you guys can ask questions to the group, to me, get feedback and coaching on that for 4 weeks as we go through the program. So those are the things. This is everything that you're going to get. Facebook Live Revenue Connection, the Total Facebook Live Mastery, Unlocking the Facebook Page Secrets, Ultimate Facebook Live Structure Guide, How to Be Comfortable on Camera, the Content Mind Map System, the Perfect Facebook Live Setup Secrets, my bonus of the Friendly Giants Storytelling Framework Secrets video, and for the first 25 people who buy a personal Facebook Live video review from me, and 4 weeks of group Voxer coaching. Now, if I were to add all of that up, that adds up to over $11,000 in value. If you were to, people hire me for 90-minute coaching sessions, and they pay me $2,000 to do that, right? So this is if we were to break all these down and you were to pay me or hire me to coach you through these, the price, if you wanted me to just do this one-on-one and I would come out to your house, maybe we can throw that in as something for you, an offer for you guys later, right? The total value is $11,270. Right now, I am offering this for, you guys are going to freak out. Elaine is already asking, how much money? How much is it? If you guys want to know, let's see those hearts and stuff. I'm going to milk this for a little bit. We got over 1,000 hearts on this, you guys. Let's see if we can make it 2. You guys are awesome. So, all of that, $11,270 of value. And remember, the early bird bonuses of the Facebook Live video review and 4 weeks of Voxer coaching are limited to the first 25 buyers. Okay? It's available to you guys right now for $297. Okay? Isn't that insane? I'm crazy for charging that little, for only charging you guys $297 for that. But just like Lance said, it's worth the money at that $11,000. It's just a no-brainer at $297. So I'm going to drop a link right now and put it up on the screen. If you go to this link right now that's in the comments, you can get your get in to the Facebook Live Secrets program. Now we're still getting everything put together in the members area. July 15th is when the first content is going to start going out and dripping out from there. So we have a couple of weeks to get excited and everything like that. So go and do that. If you have purchased it already, go down in the comments, hashtag I'm in. And then if you go and you buy it, as soon as you do, come back and comment, hashtag I'm in. So what I'm going to do right now, really quick, is I'm going to share a couple of videos with you of people who have been applying the things that I have done for them in their Facebook Lives. Okay, so here we go. We're going to first start with a video from the man, Aaron Stewart. So we'll watch this and I'll get my camera fixed.
Hello friends, Aaron Stewart from the Little Black Couch, which is right there. Nick Fitzgerald taught me how to do that. He taught me how to put my name right down there. He taught me a lot of cool stuff. Nick Fitzgerald is awesome dude. I have been doing entrepreneurship for a very long time, 30 years. And we used to do it a certain way. And now in this modern generation, we have to do it a different way, especially the promotion side of it. And part of that is going live on Facebook, which used to terrify me. So I sat down with Nick Fitzgerald. I've been watching how he goes live, and he took the time to show me how to do really cool Facebook Lives. Like I can do this. Then I could come right back here and start talking to you again. I can put my logo up on the screen there. I can bring in the guest star of the Little Black Couch. Right? They're live on my couch cam, where Nick has taught me, and Buddy the Couch has, Nick has taught me to be loud, to be powerful, and to be happy as I go live on Facebook and not to be intimidated by it anymore. Nick has taught me how I can teach entrepreneurs how to change the world. Nick has taught me how I can help people with life hacks, all online with Facebook Lives. Nick Fitzgerald is the guy to help you get online, share your message. He's helped me form my message, understand my message, and basically give me the confidence and the structure and the systems that I needed to go online. I'm a guy that loves systems. I love to have checklists. I love to go through and make sure that I don't make a whole lot of mistakes. And Nick helped me to do all that. So I highly recommend Nick for your Facebook Lives and learning how you can share your story and your message and get online. And as I like to say, entrepreneurs change the world, and we can change the world much more effectively by going live and using the things that Nick Fitzgerald has taught us. Until then, I can also sign off with this. But I won't. I will instead sign off with this.
That is awesome. Thank you, Aaron, for that. So that is just one example. I'm going to share one more with you guys. If you've just joined, we are the Facebook Live Secrets course is live to the world. And after Lance, I'll give a little recap. And then if you guys have any questions, I will check them out. So this example, this is just a little bit of a review or something from my buddy Lance, who is a plumber in Wyoming with Aspen Mountain Plumbing. It's his own business, and he has been applying the things that I've been teaching, and I've been talking to him and everything like that about Facebook Lives, and it's been incredible. And so he is giving his ideas here. Elena, I saw your comment. I'll look into that. But let's watch what Lance has to say.
Hey, I just wanted to jump on. My name's Lance Ball. I own Aspen Mountain Plumbing up in Rock Springs, Wyoming. And we're actually over in Kemmer today. But I want to jump on and give a testimonial for Nick Fitzgerald in this Facebook Live class. I've received a wealth of information from Nick on how to do better Facebook Lives. I've got customers that are calling me from it, and I've got individuals that see me in town, recognize my face from it, and call us later on because they talk to me about doing some business with us. So it's helped my profits. I get people talking to me all the time, sharing their experiences of watching the videos. I get comments on my videos on the live from individuals that weren't live but watch it on replay, just saying how helpful it is and how it's interesting to see the life of a plumber. So I would definitely recommend taking the advice that Nick gives, and I'm definitely going to be doing the class and learning more about it so I can better not only myself but my business by doing it. So thank you very much. We definitely recommend Nick.
Awesome. Okay, Lance, thank you for that, brother. I appreciate it. And Elena, or here, I'm going to drop this link one more time. See if that one works. It should. I don't know why it wouldn't, but my camera froze. Gosh dang it. Gotta love lives. So I'm going to switch back to this for a second because that's being weird. So just to recap, if you are ready to take your business to the next level, to expand your reach to your audience, to attract the right types of clients, and to make impact and income using Facebook Live, you need to get in the Facebook Live Secrets course. So Lance was actually the first one to buy it. So good on him. That's super cool. So Facebook Live Secrets, why isn't that working? Can somebody test the link that I just dropped? This one that's on. I don't know why it's not working because that's weird. Somebody test that and let me know what's going on. But while you do that, I'm just going to recap one last time what is in the Facebook Live Secrets program. The Facebook Live Revenue Connection. You will learn how to be able to make money and monetize your Facebook Lives. The Total Facebook Live Mastery, whether it's on a phone, a laptop, or using a software program, you'll be able to master in all three areas and use one where is most effective for your business. But you'll learn and see how they all work so you can make an informed decision. Then unlocking Facebook page secrets. We will take a deep dive into all of the things that you get when you publish from a Facebook page in your lives and in all of your other stuff, and how you leverage that data to be able to find out who your ideal clients are and all that kind of stuff. And then from there, you can find out super important information like being able to know exactly when, like what days, what times that you can go live and reach your people. So, thanks, Danny. So if you're on mobile, go to that link. You have to click on the video to view on full screen. When you do, you'll be able to click on the link. Okay. So, so Facebook Live page secrets. Then we'll have the Ultimate Facebook Live Structure Guide, the how to structure and build your Facebook Lives, and that includes a pre-Facebook Live checklist so that you can go and do that. So there's that. And then, sorry, I'm looking at the comments. I want to make sure that I'm not missing something. Then we'll go into how to be comfortable on camera, to be able to have that confidence and all of those things so that your message is conveyed in the right way. And a lot of it isn't like tactical, like take these 5 or do this or that and ho 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 with your voice. You can do those kinds of things, but it's all about the mindset and understanding your message. And that's where the confidence comes to be on camera. Next, we will go and have the content mind map system so you can make lists of all the things that you can talk about for hours on Facebook Live, and it'll be incredible. Then we will go through the perfect Facebook Live setup secrets to talk about the principles of lighting and sound and camera and background and all of that stuff, where you can learn how to do that, whether you're traveling and put those to work when you're traveling, or if you have an office, or if you're just setting up somewhere in your home to do your Facebook Lives. I'm throwing in the bonus of the Friendly Giants storytelling framework secrets, where you will see the structure of story and be able to use and look at your experiences and put it into this framework so that you can have, you only want that if you want people sitting on the edge of their seats hanging on every word. Okay. Then I have for the first 25 buyers these next 2 bonuses, and those bonuses are filling up pretty quick. There's a personal Facebook Live video review from me. You send me a Facebook Live and I will break it down for you. I won't tear you down. I will build you up, give you coaching, and tell you what you did well, things that you can improve on in relation to the content, the story, the setup, and everything in between that goes into a Facebook Live. And you will get that. And then also 4 weeks of Voxer coaching to the group of that first 25. But again, those two are only limited to the first 25 buyers. So Danny dropped the link again right here. So go to that. If you added up the value, if you wanted to hire me individually to come and do these things and teach you, that would cost you over $11,000. $11,270. But I'm offering this to you guys today for only $297. Okay? So, with that said, if there are any questions, let me know if there are any questions. Do we have some? Let's see if my camera's still frozen. Yep, that one's still frozen. I don't know why. Super weird. So I'm just going to turn that camera off really quick. And I'm going to try it one more time, just for fun, to turn it on, just to see if that fixes it. And I'm back. We'll see if that freezes up. But yeah, this. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments. I don't see any. So with that said, go in once you're back, or once you go and you're in, come back and hashtag that you're in so that I can get excited for you guys. This link on the screen that you see, friendlygiantfilms.com/Facebook Live secrets. Oh wait, yes, is the link to go to. Okay, so. You guys are awesome. Thank you for coming on. If you have questions, feel free to drop them here in the comments. Share this with your friends, other entrepreneurs that you feel would benefit from it. The price is super low because I want it to be a no-brainer for you guys. And Aaron is in. He went and did it. That's awesome. Elena is in. Lance is in. He was the first one in. And so I just want you guys to be able to get this happening and working for your life. The price isn't going to stay this low forever. So for this initial round and the launch, I just want it to be super exciting for you guys. So with that said, Danny, she's in. That is so cool. I'm so excited, you guys. Just to remember, if you want to have impact and influence and more income in your business, you need to be sharing your story. I grew my business by doing two things last year. It was telling my story and serving people. Facebook Live was the tool and the vehicle that I told my story to lots of people, and it opened the doors to helping me serve. It opened the doors to me being able to speak on stage with Russell Brunson in Phoenix in front of 300 entrepreneurs and tell my personal story. It's the thing that opened the door to me being invited to be a roundtable host at Funnel Hacking Live 2019, where I was one of 33 entrepreneurs chosen to give value, to answer questions, and to coach and guide entrepreneurs in their journeys as they start out. It's the reason why I was able to have success and build upon it and all those kinds of things, and be invited to be a member of a success panel that spoke on stage in front of 4,500 people at Funnel Hacking Live 2019. And it's the reason why my business has grown in ways that I could not have ever imagined. And I know that as you guys harness and tap into that power, you can have it too. But I don't want you to have to do it alone. It took me hundreds and over a year to get good at it and all this kind of stuff and develop this system. And now I want you guys to be able to learn from my wins and from my mistakes and get results immediately. My buddy Lance, as he's been doing it, he has been getting, you saw in the video, he's been getting more traction and more eyes on his stuff. And again, people aren't showing up on lives. If you don't see people showing up on lives, people watch replays as well, right? It's a tool and a resource, and you can just crush it with it. This is going to be a party, says Aaron. Let's do this. So again, go to this link right now. I'll drop it in the comments one more time. Go to that link right now and get in to the Facebook Live Secrets program. The content starts going live on July 15th, so in 2 weeks from today. I'm excited, you guys. Thank you for being here. I love every single one of you. Make sure you share this as well. When you're in, say, oh my gosh, I got in this thing. You guys need to as well. So with that said, I'm going to sign off with the good old Friendly Giant Films logo. Now I need to make one for Facebook Live Secrets. But have an amazing day. It only takes one story, and just amazing things can happen. So I love you, and we'll see you inside.